Hey there guys, welcome back to another slightly rednecked video. As you can probably guess, today is working in the garden day. I've kind of put it off. I really should have done this in the fall. It's the best time to prepare your beds for planting is when everything's done growing, when you're done with the gardening season, just pull everything out, throw down your amendments, whatever you're going to do on your soil, and let it set for the winter time. But I was lazy in the fall and just never got to it. So I got to do it today probably. I don't really feel like doing it today. I was going to put it off another week, but I got to looking at the weather forecast and you know, today is not bad right now. It's about 40 degrees, roughly close to it. No wind to speak of, so it's pretty nice actually. And next weekend's supposed to be like super cold. We got a cold front coming through. Supposed to get some snow later tonight into tomorrow. Tomorrow's high is going to be like 22 degrees Fahrenheit. Tomorrow's the Super Bowl anyway, so I wouldn't be working in the garden probably. By the time you go church, come back from church and get prepared for, you know, Super Bowl stuff, it's already too late to do any work in the garden. So next weekend though is looking nasty. It's looking like it's going to be in the negative temperatures, -1, -2. Everything's going to be frozen. It's just not going to be a good weekend to work on it. I don't know what the weekend after that's going to look like, and then we're starting to get pretty close to, you know, planting time. So I need to get this done actually. So my goal today really isn't to get everything done, but I do need to get this cleaned up. I need to get all the old plants out of here. I need to get my old landscape fabric up. I've got some new landscape fabric to put on there. It's a little bit more water permeable. It'll be a little bit better than what I've been using. Should be a lot better actually than what I've been using. And that may be as far as I get, clean up all the dead leaves and the sticks and stuff that are laying on here. You know, get these beds exposed, and then all I'm going to do after that point is lay down a layer of rabbit manure over the top of each bed, and for fertilizer, and then maybe some compost. I may run to the compost facility and pick up a load of compost and lay a layer of compost down over it. Then I'll lay my new landscape fabric over the top of that. I don't know how much of that I'll get done today, but right now I do need to get the garden cleaned up, and I need to get all these old plants, left all my peppers and everything else growing in here, or just sitting in here I guess. So I need to get all that out of the ground back to the compost pile. I'll give you a before and after shot. You don't necessarily have to watch me clean the whole garden up, but you can kind of see. Let me pick up the camera here and we'll show you. All right, so you can kind of see that you know, the garden's kind of a mess right now. It's got a bunch of dead leaves. It's got all my old plants from last year, tomato cages, everything's just up. I just left it there. So that's my goal on getting things cleaned up today, is to get all that taken care of. So I better get on it before it starts raining. Depending on how much it rains and snows and how bad the weather gets, I may or may not get much done today. We'll see. Flying around here trying to grab bugs out of the leaves I swept up. So anyway, you can kind of see now I've got pretty much the whole garden cleared out. I mean, there's still some leaves on the ground here, but a few leaves isn't going to hurt. I got the majority of them out of here. It was a little bit of work, but it wasn't too bad. Had to take the jacket off because it got sweaty working out here. So next thing I'm going to do is go through and pull up this landscape fabric. I've got new landscape fabric I'm going to lay down, but I would be pulling this up either way because I want to lay down amendments in the ground. And mostly what I'm going to be using is rabbit manure, just to add some fertilizer to the ground. I don't till. I just lay it straight on the ground, let everything work it into the ground on its own. The microorganisms, the worms and that kind of thing, they'll work it into the ground. So I'm going to get to work on pulling that up. It's not really that difficult of a job. I've just got a bucket here. I'm going to save my staples. So I just got to go through and pull a bunch of staples, figure out where they all are. There's one. And then I can pull the landscape fabric off. So Let's get that down. I'm gonna put some gloves on so I don't get dirt under my fingernails, but it's kind of cool actually. Like I said though, the bluebirds came in. I had, I don't know, 6 or 7 of them flying around here, getting pretty close to me. They're trying to grab bugs off the ground here. I don't even see any bugs, but they're finding them apparently. I swept up all those leaves and boy, they just came in like crazy. So I don't know, maybe we'll see some of them as we go. Well, I got it done. Got the landscape fabric up, got the old drip lines out. The drip irrigation didn't work well for me at all, so I switched over to sprinklers, but I didn't pull up the drip lines because they were underneath the landscape fabric at the time. So I went ahead and pulled them up, stored them away. I may use them on something else, I don't know yet. But anyway, that's done. I didn't get the the rabbit manure down on the garden beds yet. I didn't get any compost on them yet, but it's starting to snow. You can probably see that right now. It's snowing, and it's getting cold out. The temperature's starting to drop. So I think I'll call it a day for today. This was the bulk of the work, though. This was like I said, I just put it off too long. I just procrastinated. I didn't really feel like doing it today, but looking at the weather forecast for the next couple of weekends, and I thought, I need to get it done, because if I don't, it won't take me any time now to just go through and lay some rabbit manure on there and some compost on there. So the bulk of the work is done. Again, really would have been best to do this in the fall and put down all that stuff in the fall, but I still got a couple of months out before I'm going to be planting. It's early February, and I won't be putting anything in the ground till early May, first week or two of May. So we're good. I'm not too worried about it. I got plenty of time. So anyway, thanks for coming along with me on a work day today, guys. I appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. As always, God bless.